We're going to unbox this new pair of Broadwingers here. What's in this box is it's a pair of boots that I originally wanted before I got these. It's just I started talking to Chris and he had a pair of these he made for himself with the dark brown chocolate rough out with the lawnmower sole. He didn't have the toe cap on his, and I fell in love with them. Of course, I added the kilties myself. I had to have them like that because I was going to go on the desert trip. And initially, though, the whole point of the Broadwingers was I needed a pair of work boots. And since I started wearing these every day, my feet have spread, so I can't even wear my sneakers anymore. So I was kind of on Chris to get this done. See his fantastic packaging here. They're just tossed in the box. How do you like that, huh? We got a lighter color rough out, a nice fat thick foam layer with a Vibram sole. Very, 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 very excited. Got me some 1/8 inch cork liners. And, oh, this might be a little thin. That's going to be tough. And I'm not going to get 2 kilties out of that. I wanted to cut them this way. We'll see. Maybe I can make it happen. I've got some scraps. So I asked him to send me enough to make a couple kilties. So we'll see how it goes. You know, they're going to be funny to put on at first. You know, this stuff has to stretch a little bit. And when I first got the pair I'm wearing now, I didn't even have these in. I wore them a little bit without them, and that's what I'll do with these. I might as well see what this looks like in frame for you. I'm going to go ahead and put these on right now. I've been working all day, the last few days, on my feet in the shop with these on. And at the end of the day, you know, my feet still feel good, but at night they ache a little because all you have with these here is this thick layer of leather here and then this sole. And I was getting nervous about the sole because you know, I'm wearing the heel a little, and I didn't want to wear this out on the concrete. You know, I want to save this for the hiking and walking in the woods and all of that. I mean, look at the flexibility of these things. These are true barefoot boots. Hardcore, heavy-duty boots. Barefoot. I'm so friggin' happy. Let's see. Let's see what happens here. Okay, see if they fit. They should fit. One difference was I asked him to take this in a little bit. So my foot's in here. There was a little extra room on that side. We'll see. We shall see. So Chris does a full gusset with this tongue. There's a whole lot of material here. People are kind of funny about it. He says they don't know what to do with it all. I want to point out I asked him to put a stiffener here on the back because on mine, you see how that bends down at 90 degrees? I was getting nervous that with all this movement, eventually that might want to wear through and tear. I mean, he says it's happened, but it's extremely rare. But I thought, let's do this because that'll make it less likely to do so. And I'll bend this down a little and get that to round like that. That's kind of what I was after right there. And that'll be nice because it won't want to tear so easily. And I like the look of that. Like a glove. Like a glove, like it's supposed to be. Oh my gosh. This is exciting. You got to find your own way to deal with the tongue. There's a couple different ways to fold this in, and it'll find its own way and all of that. So I'll deal with that as it comes. Now I got the 6 inch instead of the 5 inch this time, height-wise, because you'll see I'm always wrapping the laces here. So I'm going to undo this top, and the plan is to just go to here and then wrap my laces at this point. Oh, yeah. All this extra length here, which, you know, is a little kooky, but it's good. I like it. That's my thing. I just do a little half hitch there, a little slip knot. Oh, this is exciting. I don't know what you guys could see on the screen here. I hope you're seeing all this. See, make sure you put any freaking surprises in here for me. It's the Vibram sole. See it glued on there. It's called Moreflex, that soft foam stuff. See the workmanship. He did double needle stitching all the way around on the welt. These are, by the way, just so you know, man, these are actually a lot lighter than the ones I've been wearing. Oh. You know, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but the less weight you have on your feet, the less fatigue you have at the end of the day. That's a scientific fact. Now, I can tell you, my heel feels funny in here. One of the things he had to do, because I wanted the rough out on the heel, he typically impregnates this leather here with wax and oils and whatnot to make it stiff so it'll hold this shape. So he actually has a thinner version of this between these two pieces of leather. He was telling me about it. So we'll see how that works out. I don't think it's going to really affect me in a negative way. We shall find out. I'll make a pair of kilties for these tonight. Do some pictures for Instagram for you if you want to see those. Why all the extra? I'll tell you, you never know when you might need it. And you still got lace, you know. Okay. Oh, man. So I got to break these suckers in. The only way to do that is to wear them. I could probably put the 1/8 inch. I could feel right now that the cork, I could probably put the cork in there. So I'll probably just go ahead and do that tonight. But I thought you guys might get a kick out of these. I'm going to put the grommets in. Like I did on my other pair. I really like the look of these. And they are slightly narrower right here. And I'm spreading my toes right now and there's no problem. I'm not touching anything. So Chris, if you're listening, that's my permanent last if we get another pair made. And I do like it visually too because it's a little straighter here, and these here they kind of flared away there. It was funny because I didn't have a huge problem with these when I got them, and then when I put my foot on my gas pedal in the van, if you guys know the Astro van, there's not a lot of room from the gas pedal to the brake pedal. So I was catching here from time to time. I had to be mindful of it. These are super cool, man. I'm really, again, this is the boot I wanted all along. So I will do a report on these after I'm wearing them for a couple weeks, right? This is a little bit more traditional for you guys, right? Like more like what you're used to. I can't really see what you guys see in the screen, so I hope I'm getting all this. Very, very stoked. New pair of Broadwingers. I mean, Chris is no joke with this. It's interesting. He's got this extra divot here on the shape that, I guess I have it on these, but not as pronounced. Didn't really notice that before. Kind of cool. Man. Chris, dude. I know you're going to see this. And I want you to know I am... I can't see what you guys see. I'm trying to lean over the camera here. Alright. Anyhow, I'll let you guys go. I'm just trying to move around in them so you can see them. They're just amazing. If you have not had a pair of boots made, custom boots made for your feet yet, and you're a grown-up and you can swing it, these aren't cheap. You know, you're going to spend some money. I will tell you, Chris's numbers are going up. I don't know if he's raised the price already. He told me the other day he was going to raise it within the next few days. But just so you know, you get a pair, you fall in love with them, and if you get another pair, you're going to get a break. He's going to shave a couple hundred, maybe $200-300 off your second pair, because a big part of making these boots is making a custom last for your feet. So once he has the last, he can always make you another pair, and that's a little bit quicker. Now, some of the details on this boot he hadn't done before, and it's kind of an experiment, because one of the things we did was I had him do this basically with a toe protector cut, but on the inside, because I just wanted the toe to be reinforced. It's a pet peeve of mine when the toes collapse, and I noticed that that happens on some of the boots he's made for other people, and I really don't like the look of that. So I just wanted a nice stiff toe here, plus I wanted that air space in there for my toes to kind of wiggle around. I am in love with these things already. And I have to tell you, Chris is a very nice fella. He's a super cool guy, and you start talking to him on the phone, we've really become pals. I feel like I need to start thinking about my next pair, just so we have something else to talk about. Chris right now is beating his head against the wall. He's like, no more, man, no more. And I also wanted to point out that several of my friends have had him make boots already, and I know other people are putting orders in. If you know me, I'm here to tell you that, hey, he's already made boots for a couple other friends of mine, and they're very happy. So if you're, on the fence about it, you don't know, you're not sure. And I'll also tell you, when it comes to the money, I've mentioned this before, how much money are you spending on boots that break down and you end up throwing them away and buying another pair? These here are resolable. I glued these, by the way, the other day. I had that little gap right there, so I put some shoe goop in. No problem. A couple clamps, easy peasy. But if this wears down, or when this wears down, I can go to any place. They can put a new sole on it, or I can send them to Chris. No big deal. These are so cool. So I'll clean it. By the way, if I hit these with a suede brush, they look like new again. And this knife that you guys saw, I'll be doing a video on this, and obviously some other ones coming up. I'm going to keep that little, it's kind of like a knife series of mine. People dig them, and yeah, kind of cool. Anyhow, that's it, man. Broadwinger boots. There is no better. That's just how it is. Be good to one another. You guys have a great day. Bye.